Surrounding yourself with the right people is absolutely important, because when you now start seeing that, oh, actually, this can be done. I can see it now, not just somebody on TV. Surrounding yourself with the right people is absolutely important, because when you now start seeing that, oh, actually, this can be done. I can see it now, not just somebody on TV. Somebody that we might have seen, in a different country somewhere, some sort of movie star, or, some, billionaire business person, Jeff Bezos, yeah. That's something different. When you now start surrounding yourself with people that you can literally really connect with, people that you can speak to, people that, you can literally rub shoulders with, that's when your level of expectation can really go to a whole new different, level, because you can now see it. It's here. It's here. So I remember, with one of my mentors, I remember seeing my mentor, this is my early days, I remember seeing my mentor make as much as £200,000 in like 90 minutes. £200,000. And then he would come and sit next to me in the car. And I'm sitting there, I'm like this. Do you realize that you've just made £200,000 in like an hour and a half? Do you know what he said to me? He said, yeah, tough gig, right? Tough crowd. I'm like, tough crowd? Are you joking? Like, yeah, I was expecting a few more. A few more? You just made £200,000 in an hour and a half. He's like, yeah, I know. Well, we'll try again next month. The thing is, he was serious. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen anything like that before. So before that, me then now projecting, yeah, I'm going to make this type of income. Well, hang on a minute, I've never seen it. So because I hadn't seen it, what is the reality of being able to attract something like that if we haven't even seen it? But from where he was sitting in the car next to me so casually, saying, pretty standard. Yeah, pretty standard. That was like, okay, well, you know what? That was exactly what it was that I needed. So that then meant that I was able to then go on and be like, well, hang on a minute, if he can do it, if he can do that, then I'm pretty sure that I can do that too. He's sitting right next to me. He's right here. So if he can do it, then no doubt I can go about doing that as well. All right. Now, remember, when it comes down to you really achieving what you want to achieve, you've got to think about things like, fear around, really raising your expectations too high. Because sometimes we might have a fear of failure. It's like, well, look, if I now try and sort of, reach too far, if I want to now start making, £100,000 a month, geez. Well, what if I don't make it? What if I fail? So somewhere within our inner self, we then, again, sabotage ourselves. This is where we can, start feeling a lot of procrastination, because, well, hang on a minute, my expectation's not quite there. And if I now go for it, it seems a bit of a pipe dream. But you're not going to say this in your conscious mind, but you'll have a feeling that this is a bit of a pipe dream. So if this is a bit of a pipe dream, well, is this really going to happen? So again, you will end up sabotaging yourself so that we then do not actually even, really try that hard. So that then means that we can't then turn around and say, well, you know what, I failed. I was a failure. I really need, if you're serious about this stuff, your psychology is absolutely everything. Everything. And ensuring that, you're aware, becoming a lot more self-aware as to what is really ultimately stopping you. Because this is where some of your barriers could come from. And when I'm talking about barriers, it's like, well, yeah, well, can I really do that? So that's like a barrier. The conscious mind is, yeah, you know what? Oh, yeah, look, check me out. Yeah, I'm going to start banging my chest. Yeah, I can do anything. Yeah. But the little voice inside you is like, well, really? Really? Can we really do that? Remember we're trying to rewire our mindset. We're trying to rewire our brain here. So as a part of that rewiring, remember this could be deep rooted for many, 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 many years. And now all of a sudden, we want to make all of this money. We've got this deep little inner voice that is going to create the barrier. And that barrier is, well, is that really realistic for you? Now, anyone can do anything. We've all got the same 24 hours in a day that, billionaires have, for example, but we've also got the same 24 hours in a day that, people that are not really creating much for their life. We've got the same amount of time. What you will find with successful people, they eliminate those barriers. Their expectation is, well, of course I can achieve this. Of course I can achieve that. Of course I can get around anything. Of course. Because you know what? Of course, I don't have to have that barrier there. And what you're then going to find is that you'll then, find it easier to attract the money and opportunities into your life when we don't have them psychological barriers based on our level of expectation. Okay. So I want you to really give it some thought. All right. Really think about this stuff, because we're here at Serious About Success. That's what we do. We are serious about success. And now I'm not even just talking about financial success here. I'm talking about, in any aspect of your life that you want to achieve success. So, even if you wanted to, lose weight, for example, if you wanted to lose weight and start becoming a lot more healthy, well, guess what? What's the expectation of yourself and how you should look? And again, some of this can come down to your upbringing in relation to how easy it is for you to go on to, lose the weight and be healthy, or how challenging you might find it. A lot of it will always come down to your conditioning. Let's just imagine if you grow up in a household where, your family are not that bothered about what goes in their mouth. If we come from an environment where our family are pretty much overweight. Yeah. That's somewhat, if you've been overweight as a kid, for example, that's somewhat set an expectation for the rest of your life. So that then means that for you now to get into the gym, we might go into the gym on the 1st of January. Right, that's it. New year, new start, new me. I'm going for it. However, by the 1st of February, how many people have still got that same gym membership? Again, they see a massive reduction in people really attending, because anyone can do something for a day. The conscious mind, yeah, I'm going for it. However, the expectation of ourselves, really then kicks in, and our habits as per who we've been for the last X amount of years, really then, shines through. Yeah. So again, these things are really, really, really important, for you to be going to achieve, whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life.